This is the Irontrader. It is Mondays, which means it's time to go to work. Now, we've got a full week this week here. So remember, the API report on crude oil will be Tuesday at 4:30, and the EIA report will be on Wednesday at 10:30 for crude oil, and on 10:30 on Thursday for natural gas, and then the rig count will be on Friday at 1 p.m. So as usual, we are going to review here crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the crude oil. Now, if you watched my video last night here, always Sunday after the futures open, I post a video on crude and natty gas. If you look at here, nothing's really changed. So far, well, what we have here, we just have an inside day. Okay, so you have nice sideways action, just trying to figure out what you're going to do. Okay. So let's look at the downside. So you want to look at Friday's low here. Okay, he's looking at 86.15. And then what we want to do is we're going to look to this candle right here. Okay, this is going to be key. This is 84.89. That is always going to be key. Again, before we do that, is you want to look at here at this 85.84. That's your 8 SMA here. And then again, then we can just follow these candles down here. You have 83.69 here. You want to watch 83.46. And then we can come right down here to this 82.48 here, your 21 SMA here. Okay. Now, again, watch this key candle here. I keep pointing this one out here because when you notice that when it runs all the way on up here, okay, and then it pulled down, that was the breakout candle. So this is going to be, usually what that is, that comes down to retest, okay? So that's going to be very, very critical here if this 8-day here is lost. Now, right now, the 8-day looks very, very good here. And you're still holding. The key is what you don't want to do is have it roll over like it did right here. Once it starts rolling, then you can see where the price is, and then you got these bear flags trying to fight it, okay? So always watch that. So if this is lost, watch the top of this candle here because that's going to be very, very key level. And then obviously if that's gone in here, then we look for your 21-day. If that's gone, we look for your 50-day and just look to the bottom and tops and the closing numbers on these candles. That'll give all your support and resistance levels here all the way down to your price channel here at 77.59. Now on seasonality here, remember through the end of the month here, crude is still good here, but then you want to try to short this here down to the first week of December here. We'll see if it plays out this week, but that's what we're kind of looking for here. Because when you look at this RSI here, okay, so right now you're sitting right at that, right around that 70 level there. We're going to see maybe you can go sideways and keep following it. But if that rolls over here like it did here, this is exactly what happens here. So just keep that in mind. Your MACD here is looking still very good. Your crossover is still intact. But just be a little bit careful up there. Now, let's just look at the upside here. Okay, so right here is going to be your key level. That's 88.08. Again, if you can close above, that's the key, is close above, then we just start looking to these candles here, okay? So then what you have here is you got 88.68 here. You have 89.24. You have 84. And then right here is the big boy. This is 90.10. Now, if you just bring this line across, you can see where all your resistance levels, where these candles went. It's right in that 90 area. So that is going to be your first target here if you can close above here, this key 88.08. Now, again, if you can get above that, well, then we just follow these candles up here, okay? So then what you got here is you got 91.35 here. You have 92.17. You have 92.87. And then your big retest, your next level, is 93.74 right here where double top. But watch this 90 area first. Don't overlook that. That is going to be the first one if you can close above this key price channel. And then if you can close above that, then that's your next target, okay? Always take one level at a time. That's usually what works, and that's usually what makes money. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let's take a look here on the weekly and the monthly. Well, your monthly here looking still very intact. The key is going to be this 21-day, okay? You're sitting at 86.82. Right now, your price real time is sitting right around 87 area. So you're just hanging out right there. If you can have a good solid close above, then we can go to those targets like I was saying, the 91 and then the 93.74. But this hanging right around here, we got to see. But again, that's a monthly chart. So we got plenty of time on that one left here. Okay, so let's look here at a weekly chart here. Well, you want to look on let's look at the downside first, okay? So you're looking at that 85, 88, that's your 100 SMA here, which lines up very, very nice here. 84, 89 would be next, and then we have your 83.53. Again, this 83.53 is going to be very, very crucial. And then we have right here your 83.42. That is your 8 SMA. Right now, everything looks very, very bullish here. See how all the prices is above that 8 SMA. Now, the key is, will that 8 SMA roll over, or is it going to keep on rolling up and pushing up higher? Again, if it's lost, then your big support here is going to be that 50-day and your 21-day here. That 21's lost. You got 68.91, and then you have 63.64. Now, I know what everybody's thinking. Well, all the price is way up here. What are you worried about for here? When this rolls over, these are going to be very, very key support levels here. And as I say, this could be very, very come right down here real quick. Now, you're not going into the time of the year here where oil should be rolling up or gasoline should be rolling up. Natural gas should be rolling up, going up, especially if you have a hard winter. But usually this will sell right on off here, and then we just have a nice rally up here in the end of the year. And then, you know, if you're going into the summer driving season, it'd be a little bit different, okay? But so always just keep that in mind here, but just watch this key 8 SMA here. Now here, your MACD is still rolling nice, but you're getting into overbought territory here. 62.37 on your RSI. That's still, you're still okay here, but if it starts to roll over here, just be very careful. Watch this key 8 SMA here, because there's always, never just think of the long side, there's always plenty of money to be made here on the short side. Okay, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, here we have natty gas, your daily and your weekly. Well, your weekly still really not really a whole lot here. You got the old pinball action going again here. Key support going to be dead, basically 2.53 your 21, and then upside here we're looking here at the 2.63 is your 8-day. You're right dead in the center here. You got a couple of red candles here, but again, that's a weekly chart here, so we got to see how it shakes out for the week. Now, here on the daily chart here, well, let me see. I went the wrong way. Okay, there we go. You know, you basically you had your double bottom here. Okay, 2.45. You had your 2.42, but you closed above. Okay, that is the key. When you look at the closing number here, that is the key. It closed above this key price channel there for the week. Had a nice rally up, but then, you know, when you look at this candle here, always look to the left. What do you have here? See, double top, boom. Okay, and then what you have here is this candle right here. It made like what they call a tweezer top, and then she just sold right on off. Okay, so now what we want to look at is Friday I was pointing out here, it's got to get through all this resistance. Well, look at today here, okay? Not so much, okay? So bottom line is you really need to get above here. Let's look at this 21 SMA here. Let me see if I can get that a little bit clearer here. Yeah, your 21 SMA here. You're looking at 2.63. And then what we have here is right above that, you have your 8 SMA here. So realistically, if you got to get above this candle right here, which is basically, say, 2.66, okay? If you can get above that, then this is your target right here. At 2.70, that's your gap. Look to the bottom of this candle here, 2.73, there's your fill. And then you could have the retest up here, basically at 286. Obviously, if you can get above that, then we can just shoot for this candle up here, which is basically 3.02. But on the downside here, what you want to do is you want to watch that 100 SMA here, sitting at 2.50, and then you have a retest here of 2.45 and then 2.42. Those will be your retest area. But right now here, you just, you know, it's got to get through that resistance. If it doesn't, she's not going higher. That's just as simple as that. Okay, so let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, let's look at the 4-hour chart. There's the candle looking at. See, 2.45, that's the bottom one. 2.42, took the green candle. Nice. Red dog, boom, went right on up. But what happened when it went at the top? There's that double top. That tells me you gotta short that down or sell it, whatever one you want to do. But to me, I shorted it down. Now we're basically sideways. So what we want to do here is you really need to hold this 250 area. If you don't, you're going to go to the 240. 2.45 and 2.42 very, very easily. Okay, so there's that nice double bottom in play. We got to see if this can hold. So on the upside here, you want to look at the your resistant levels here. So you want to basically look at your 2.57 here. You have your 21 days sit right there, and then your basically all your resistance is right here. If you can get above here, then you can just start looking at these candles going on all the way on up here. Okay, so you got 2.62, but you got to look at your retest sitting at 2.64, and basically there's that 200-day sitting at that 2.65, 2.66 area. See, so when this sold right on off here, made a double bottom, went up, where did it go? Look at the candle. See, right into the 200-day. See, that's why you always have to be very, very aware where all your SMAs are key resistance and key support levels, and your candlesticks are just resistant and support levels. Okay, so when it runs right on up there, boom, she's not going to go through, and then boom, all the way on down. So you need to close above this, basically this candle right here. That's that 2.65 or 66 basically. Then you can start rallying up. Now it's got a bottom. You got to hold that 2.54 here on your hourly chart, your 2.5 here on your 4-hour chart. If not, you're going to come right down here to 2.45 and 2.42 area. So we got to see how this is going to shake out today. Right now, natty gas is down about 4 cents. And crude is actually down 53 cents. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, remember, this week here, we got the big auto workers there. So if they don't sell a contract by the 14th, that could be Strike City. So midday trading today, I will have my favorite stock, who's going to be the winner out of all this, is going to be Tesla. So if you're interested in trading Tesla, tune into midday trading, and I'll have everything there for you. All right. Thanks for watching.